9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
And Felskard be raid viable? Viable, yes, depends on the level of content you're doing. Again, it's behind though. But you could definitely play it. Good luck and key, thank you. So hope the buff does something so people find us good. 4% should go a pretty good way towards that. Like, that is a significant buff.
Kick. Kick.
What the fuck, Auga zoning? Yeah, I love Auga Evokers.
Legends of the Tussle Tonks Arena! The Platinum Pummeler! And no mercy for you! Let's get...
The city's entrance is located just past this arena. You must hold your ground until we can clear a path.
I just press blur on any of the knockups from No Mercy for you on this. This fight's really just not dangerous at all, honestly. You just die if you hit a mine or get knocked by the spiral things into something. So don't overthink the damage you're taking at all, and just press spacebar on the faux flipper to cancel it. And don't get hit by everything else at one-shots. And the boss does not take bonus damage when stunned. For some reason, his damage dealt is increased by 30% while he's stunned. He also can't deal damage while stunned, so that does literally nothing. But I just know people sometimes think that he takes bonus damage when stunned, and he does not. I assume it was a mistake that he doesn't, but he doesn't. Huh. That was not ideal. And we have 3 target here with this guy out. So what I'm going to do is actually taunt Deuce Mecha Buffer here. And I'm going to stun him. Okay, he's changing him out, so it's fine. That mob autos for nothing, but if he gets hit by a hammer at all, like if he's over here, he gets stunned and won't move for the rest of the fight. It might just seem like we're padding, but it's funnel for most classes, and even as Havoc, at the very least, I'm gaining Ragefire damage by having my Aurora ticking on a 3rd target, so it turns into a decent bit of boss damage. What is Troll Fell Reaver things? Felskard's good. Not better than Eldrachi outright, but it's good. And press blur. Gonna taunt this guy again and just stun him out there, and then he won't get stunned. And again, the tank's taunting him off me, but he autos for I shit you not. It's like 5,000. He does BFA damage, so you could AFK and he wouldn't be able to kill you. Why better than Eldrachi? I actually just went over it before we started this key why it's better in here. So if you want to go back in the VOD, that'd be the best. Or I also have like YouTube videos out on it. I'd probably say checking my YouTube would be the best for my Felskard vs Eldrachi video. I'm gonna save this meta. Boss Link. dead.
But we're still throwing them out with the trash.
Imora any good on single target? It does decent single target damage. You'll see Imora and Ragefire do a lot on this boss, but some of it's being done to do Mecha Buffer. But, like, on 2 target, it's gonna be really good. Trying to not have threat issues while he gets us all grouped. Not sure exactly what he's pulling here, but this is gonna be big pop-off pull. My Amora's out. Use my 2 Demon Surges. Gonna Vengeful. I'll Death Sweep when I land. Send my Consuming Fires. Inner Demon. Gonna stun out those gunks while the Mega Drills are going, and then we can let them go off right after. So we have 10 seconds where the group's not gonna take damage. And now they won't cast again for a long time. Gonna let my meta fall. And now I beam, send my Demon Surges. Gonna swap to the newest gunk. Like, you can stop these, but there's not really much of a reason to. Tank's the only person that can get fucked here, and VDH is going to be fine on these pulls. If there's a drill, then you want to be careful around the gunk, but otherwise, it just doesn't matter. Gonna let those cast back. And I'm gonna stop slowing all those mobs. They actually knocked them. Now these are going to come so late that there's a chance that it's going to pull this thing. Which is very bad if it does. It looks like we're good. We're pulling dogs in. Gonna make sure I put my Burning Moons out on the dogs because I want to do more MOR damage to those. I'm gonna stun out these metal gunks. I'm gonna fear. Might have been late. I was late on that one. Fortunately. I'm not going to send my big damage until we do whatever pull is after this. I'm going to press blur here because I did get a debuff. I'll be fine as soon as I I-beam. Health bar goes max. He didn't actually share a route, so I'm not sure what he's pulling, but... Dogs. Got great MOR proc, so I'm just gonna do massive fuck all damage here. Out of stunning, Death Sweep. I'm dropping a Darkness as well, then sending my Consuming Fires. Proc on those, which is unlucky, but that's okay. Death Sweep before I Citadel of Doom. I'm gonna press blur because I don't need it on the boss. Rip that guy. That's another pull where Felscar's just gonna be worse. Because you can kill one target, but you're not gonna kill them all fast whatsoever. And it's just like not really valuable in any way.
Beware.
Yeah, I meant Eldrachi Reaper, sorry.
Beware.
And you can actually Fell Rush out of that circle to not take the damage. Be very careful knowing that it is jumping at you, otherwise you're just gonna fucking troll your team though. You throw sigils around the box and press immos from behind the box.
Beware.
Not a fan of where we're playing right now, but that's okay. I didn't get one of the things. I'm just gonna be in the middle here. I'm gonna start sending my damage. You want to line pretty... Oh my god, he's just staying in it. Okay. You want to line pretty early and not risk it, because there's kind of a weird thing for getting line of sight there.
Beware.
That was really hard to hit because we're not playing far apart, but it's kind of going to happen in a group with a bunch of melee. I blade dance before I line. And my Amorph back here. Vengeful out.
Beware.
I can set my I-beam window before we line. Line. For my sigil around again. It's my Emma Aura.
Beware.
So you can actually start RP when you come up here. And usually I fear some citizens too. And I'll just farm tier set stacks. So I'm not going to Chaos Strike this thing. But I will stun it, auto attack it, Fell Blade. That's all fine. These won't trigger until someone comes up.
Kick.
Kick, and I'll send all my damage. There's a squirrel here, so gotta be somewhat careful of those. We're good because they went to our ranged.
Kick.
And just gonna pretty much be hitting the highest health target in this pack at any time. Saving my Immors for the next mobs, so it doesn't pop the Rage Fire while there's downtime.
So, you dismantled a few of my lesser inventions. Let us see how you fare against something more advanced.
I'm going to be pressing out all my Immoros, which I got lucky with procs on. Oh, I darked with this DH. Well, we are the safest group in the world right now. And there's no reason to hold Blade Dance for I-Beam. In an M+ build, you'll always get a Death Sweep in the window anyway. It can literally be Blade Dance into I-Beam and you'll still get Death Sweep as your last global. The only way that wouldn't be the case is maybe if you had literally 0 haste, which isn't possible. But even then, I think it still works. can start pre-pressing immolation auras on this. I know someone asked earlier if Immo does good damage on single target. I'll show that after this mob. It's a good mob, it's an example for it. I ended up saving meta here just because this mob's not going to live really long enough to get full value. I'm going to be honest, in a push key, I would have pressed meta on this mob 100%. But in a push key, we also take that pack onto boss after killing a caster. So, like, I have it here, and then I have it on boss while still getting the AoE the pack. Okay, now, they hit these, so I'm just gonna auto-attack them as we go. I'm gonna stun them, because they're killing our rep paladin. I think we don't have to kill these. They can just be taken through with us. I'm just gonna skip the maze. There's multiple ways to do this, but hop up onto the top of this roof thing here. And this whole time, I'm just trying to like tag things and be in combat. And you can see down here, the dice, that's my tier set. I have it at 10 stacks. Those don't ever go away. So I just have a 10 stack coming into this pull, which means 20% crit. I'm actually going to kick one of the mechanics here. Press my Immoras. We are going into boss with it, so that's actually sick.
Kick.
Four, three, two, one.
Beware.
Gonna stun that there.
Kick.
This is hectic and awful. I hate this. I'm used to doing this with an Ellie Shaman. This pack just fucking dies.
Kick.
Also, we shouldn't be standing right where we are because the gears come directly out of these. Okay, because that squirrel we can't go over right away.
Four,
Just gonna come over
three,
and blast the shit out of the
two,
plant because we want that dead.
Beware.
And then the flame cannon. Just gonna back off from that. Never trust the way those are bouncing. They typically don't bounce the way you would expect. If you watch them, their bounces don't make like any geometrical sense. And this is another reason why I mentioned playing Fellscard on this boss, because if you play it safely, you're going to have a lot of downtime. Not like, you know, you're not off the boss like half the time or anything, but it's significant for sure. I'm saving my Immoras until closer to when the plant will spawn. I'm gonna save this I-beam as well. So I'm gonna press Immo here. Plant's gonna get spawned. It's over there.
4, 3,
Gonna go
2,
press on it.
1.
Beware.
Might go boom. We're good. This thing rotated good for once. Safer to be close to the middle when concerning those fires. Gears. We have a plant up.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Beware.
Spinning away from me, so I'm actually lucky. That thing's dead, and we're good. This is actually Terror Zone. We're not going to kill this next plant. Boss is too low. When it spawns, if it's close, I'll stun it. If it's not, I'm not going to bother. Gonna ping this so
4,
everyone's on the same
3,
page.
2,
Beware.
And only one death on that boss, we'll take it. On this one, we always want to kill the top spider tank. So I'm going to ping it, I put a skull on it. The reason you want to kill the top one here is what triggers the RP coming in is this top tank dying. The bottom tank dying doesn't do it, so you always want to kill the top one first out of the two, just because the RP takes a little bit of time, so that'll happen while you're killing the second tank. I'm going to drop a Darkness in melee now. These do a lot of group damage. They just spew damage every 4 seconds. And after my Dark Descents, he darked, but I'm also going to press Blur here. Meta's coming up now, but at this point, I'm not going to press it with... As soon as this first spider tank's dead, this pull no longer matters. It's a joke to heal 1, but 2 of them's a problem. Did I get your add-on? I've had nameplate SCT for literally years.
So, my misguided son returns. I'm impressed you made it this far.
You are no longer my father. Just a malfunctioning machine that must be shut down.
Poor child. If only you could...
Coming into this pull, there's only the one Tinker to kick.
The flesh has run
All you really are looking at
Kick.
is when these shields go down, which they're going to in 2 seconds. I'm going to hold off on I-beaming here. I didn't know where that shield generator was going to go down, so I moved out first.
Kick.
I'm going to go back into the shield generator during that short out. Typically, you want to be in the DR, especially if those shields are down. I went the wrong way. I thought he'd kind of just back to the shields. If the shields are down, you should not be defensiving. If you could be in a shield, 75% damage reduction. I don't have a knock for this, but I do have a kick now. You can see I'm taking literally like 0 damage being in that. Vengefulling on the side here. These have massive invisibles, so you can't go off, so you're fine. And you're just killing the defense bots. I'm gonna kill these equally. It's maybe a bit dangerous, but that's okay. This first one I have I-beam for. And I'll press Blur on this next cast. And we have Zephyr, so I'm not gonna bother. And Blade Dance works as well to reduce the damage intake, so Havoc is just really healthy. Our VDH is probably going to do the skip here. Not sure if he's going to do the pullback or what exactly he's going to do. Yeah, okay, so he's going to pull it down to the corner and we run through. This isn't the way that I do the skip in my group. We need to go somewhat fast and get the fuck out of there. The way that I do that in my group is I fear the first pack, I pull through with Nether, run along the wall, and then when I get up to the middle, I meld. Hopefully my group plays around the balls well. So ideally what you want to do, you don't want to play away from the balls. You want to play on the side with the balls. Because if we're always on that side, then we can always walk through to where they're currently playing to hit. So if everyone was standing on me, instead of over there, the balls would shoot behind us, then you walk through, just like this, and you can hit, but with a lot more space. This circle doesn't kill you, but you don't want to be all the same. Cutting beams on me. I'm going to hop away when I do my I-beam, and then continue strafing. And then same thing, I want to shoot the balls on the backside of this. Again, we're kind of getting fucked. Luckily, it didn't pick the Drac here, but we can keep hitting. Again, drops on the backside of the boss, between the boss and the balls.
Reload my targeting. Activating thrusters.
Don't walk in kind of a straight line. As long as you don't go directly under it, typically you're fine. I did take a tick there, and even then I was fine. But it will kill you very fast if you're just standing under it. This is awkward because the ball's coming in from in front of us as well. I'll press blur on this. Balls are gonna move, and my I-beam will be nice and healthy. Shadow Meld does cancel that mechanic, but I always save it for second phase, because honestly, phase 1 of this boss just is not dangerous. Not in a defensive sort of way. Like, if you die, it's because you stood in the cutting beam, or you got hit by a ball. There's, like, no other way to die. One last Mega Zap. The dot from this also goes away if you phase, so you don't have to worry about dying during the stun. So you'll see his health bar stops taking damage even though he has that.
Fools! All you have done is dismantle a piece of furniture.
Spam my immolation auras while he's coming up. And typically the way that I play this is I'll stand closer to max range for baiting the ball.
Beware.
The balls are going to bait in a second. Now I can step forward. I'm going to blur on this one because I have it. I also Blade Danced it. Blade Dance does work on the initial hit. And we're fairly safe with that mechanic anyways, but if I'm in meta and I blur, I'll just use that on the dot. If I am out of meta, then more likely I will be using Shadow Meld first, just so I don't get the mechanic at all. Just kind of rationing out what you have in a way that you're going to live. Now I gotta be careful here.
Beware.
I probably should have died to that ball coming from behind me.
Beware.
Didn't realize where that was coming from. That was a bad spot to be. Hunt from the side typically will not drag you off. If you do hunt in the middle, it can drag you off this platform. I know a lot of DHs have a story about that, so just be aware of that. So thing, gonna back up towards the balls so that they're not playing up in front, and then you step forward. Gotta watch that one coming behind. If your whole group is doing this as well, or something similar where you just have a strategy where they're kind of going in the same section, it's typically always fine.
Beware.
One last recalibrate here, and then Magneto Arm.
Run away, little
I'm gonna drop a Darkness up in melee here. Typed it out just so they would know. This, you use Darkness on Magneto Arm instead of Mega Zap.
Beware.
Typically, I probably should have dropped it further back, but honestly, the casters weren't even trying to be in that one. And that's fine. Gonna back up again for recalibrate. Mega Zaps are coming out after these balls move again.
Beware. Beware.
If I get picked for the last one, I'll just Shadow Meld it.
Beware.
But yeah, if you just Shadow Meld when it's on you, he just kind of AFKs for a second. Let me see if I can get Hunt to pull me off. Oh, nope, not happening now. Press Blur when he's in the air, because he can auto you. And key 1.